In this video, we will talk about how to write the perfect cover letter that will make you stand out from hundreds of candidates and get you invited for an interview. A cover letter is your chance to make a first impression on an employer before you even meet. It is the only opportunity to address the employer before they form their initial impression, to explain to them why you are the right person for the job, and to influence their opinion with the most powerful tool, the word. So, let's get to the details. A cover letter is a document that is usually attached to a resume when applying for a job. Its purpose is to address the employer as a candidate, explain your interest in the position and the company, and highlight your key qualifications and achievements. A cover letter gives you the opportunity to tell more about your skills and experience that may be useful to a potential employer, and to explain why you are the best fit for the position. It is important to understand the difference between a good and a bad letter. A bad letter is a template-based letter that uses generic phrases that any other candidate could use. A good letter is personalized and specific, with unique and complex phrases that express your individuality. Here are the reasons why you should write a cover letter. First, to emphasize your uniqueness. You can highlight your special achievements or skills that make you the ideal candidate. Second, to show your motivation. Use the opportunity to show why you are interested in this particular company and position. Here is a good chance to stand out by linking the company's history with your personal history. Finally, a cover letter gives you the opportunity to tell a more complete story about your professional career, which cannot be achieved within the framework of a standard resume. Let's talk about how to write a cover letter internationally. Let's start with the structure and format of the letter. The structure is important, but it is simple. A standard cover letter begins with an introduction with a brief presentation, then moves on to the main body, where you argue your suitability, and ends with a narrative expressing your desire to discuss your candidacy in an interview. I have created a handy navigator for writing a cover letter. You can see it on the screen. My navigator has 5 parts of the letter structure. I divided the introduction into a greeting and a presentation, and it is easier to write the main part if you pay clear attention to your compliance with the position and adaptation, and if you separately emphasize your motivation and interest in the company. At the beginning, greet the employer, but do it in an unusual, short, and catchy way. For example, in my last successful cover letter, I greeted the recruiter by immediately expressing my hope that we would be future colleagues. I think such phrases make you and the employer a little closer right away. Then you introduce yourself and tactfully indicate the reason for writing this letter, what position you are applying for. Here, you can tell how you learned about the current vacancy or mention joint contacts or recommendations, if any. Start your introduction with general but important information in 2-3 sentences, then smoothly move on to your current roles, projects, education. Mention the skills and achievements that are well suited to the vacancy. You do not need to list everything. And link your presentation with the goal of finding a job and interest in the position and company. This will help you move on to the main part of the story, where you will show your best personality. Start the main part of your cover letter by demonstrating your fit for the position and your ability to adapt. Express your awareness of the company, your interest in the opportunity presented, and your ability to successfully perform the job, using specific examples and facts. Then highlight your interest and motivation by telling why you want to take this position, what contribution you can make to the success of the company. Do not be afraid to even dream here. Maybe you want to head this company or department in the future? Declare it right away. Express your passion for the responsibilities provided, your willingness to grow and develop. In conclusion, express your interest in further communication and thank you for the attention to your candidacy. Consideration of your response, invite you to further communication, suggest the preferred method of communication and indicate your contacts, and express the hope for a quick response. I hope my navigator will help you understand the structure of the letter, and it will be very easy for you to write a cover letter for any position. You can download the cover letter navigator at the link on my website. But back to how to write a cover letter internationally. We have already discussed the structure of the letter, but what else is important when writing an appeal to an employer? Individualization is very important. Each letter must be unique. It is necessary to adapt your letter to each specific vacancy and company. Be sure to research the company before writing your response. Find out its values and emphasize how your experience and values match them. Do not forget to use keywords from the job description and the company replace similar words or synonyms with them in your cover letter, and CV all possible words and phrases that can only be replaced in meaning with keywords from the description. A professional tone is also important. It is necessary to adhere to a business style of communication, avoiding too informal language. Remember that a cover letter is an individual, but still an official appeal to an employer. Next comes my favorite brevity. A cover letter should not be too long, usually 1 to 4 page is enough. If you use my navigator, then it is enough to write literally 1.5 sentences for each highlighted item in the table. More will be too much. Correctness. Be sure to check the letter for grammatical and punctuation errors, using modern platforms for checking foreign text. You can find a list of such platforms on the website. Write a successful and unique cover letter. Use an active voice and confident wording. Show that you know about the company and its values, and link it to your own beliefs and achievements. Ready to start? Use the Cover Letter Navigator on notlikeathome.com to create the perfect cover letter. Good luck!